how to dress a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
He came out here with the Indiana style.
Oh,
like,
Lord.
that ain't gonna work
Lord,
with me.
no.
What kind of camera is that?
It's a R7. It's like a lightweight
Canon
Canon camera.
R7.
Yeah. It's relatively new.
What about the lens? See, I could ask you about the camera, but like the more important part of a camera
Lens.
is the lens, right?
Yeah.
Like sometimes that's the expensive part.
Uh-huh.
It's about the person in front of the camera.
Yeah, but them settings.
Yeah, but you could, if you got a really, really bad cameraman or a bad angle or, you know.
I don't know. We made. He can go into it, but you can make some of the most viral clips have been on some really shitty devices and bad audio.
On bad audio.
Everything.
I mean, I actually do notice that on TikTok, man. So TikTok's like it's like some of the worst shit, and I'm like, why is this popping up in my feed and has like 10 million views?
Yeah, it's just distribution.
How's the gum?
I had to learn that the hard way.
I mean, I could already tell that I had to spit it out because
Me
I was
too.
like, dude, I
I'm
was like,
feeling
whoa.
I'm like,
Oh, you felt it like that?
Yeah,
Damn.
I'm feeling a little fucked up. You know,
a little
It's
too
only 50
focused.
mid.
it's a lot of caffeine.
No, it's only
50.
50 mid. But
That's
the
it?
nootropic,
So what is Nootropic doing right now to me?
that's making your brain like
Just focused?
Yeah.
Wow, I like it.
Because what's Joe's called? Hyphy. What is it called? Alpha brain.
Yeah, alpha brain.
It's called
Yeah, alpha brain.
Mine called hyphy brain.
Hyphy brain. Yeah, it's nice.
But that's work gone.
Work. I like it.
Get to work.
Get
Yeah.
to work.
Is that like something you chew right before you go to the gym?
Oh yeah. For me, since I had the heart attack, I'm low caffeine now.
Yeah,
Zero. I do 100 mgs max a day.
yeah.
But lately I've been going zero caffeine. But today I was like, I want to go in there a little, amped.
A little fuck, right? I like this feeling.
Yeah.
I do. I like the focus.
Well,
It's nootropic. I was reading into it a little bit. So thank you.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
you're welcome. Yeah, I brought a few packs on it.
Appreciate it.
Stocked the place up.
Yeah,
Wow, so heart attack a few years ago. Damn.
Yeah. Thought I was in the best shape of my life at that time.
It's crazy. How
It
old
was
are you?
Bananas. 48.
So 46, heart attack at 46. Damn.
So Sean Roden, right?
Sean, the
He was
body-
a Mr. Olympia
Yeah.
1 year.
yeah.
Me and him, he died. Me and him had the heart attack same day,
Oh wow.
and he died. And after that, like 3 other bodybuilders the week after, like croaked.
Wow.
Young men.
You don't hear it
Yeah.
in the
What
news.
was that other guy that was very popular on YouTube?
Cedric. Was it Cedric?
No, it's a white guy.
Rich Piana. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was a buddy of mine too.
He was very outspoken about what he used.
He
But I
was
think
one
at
of the first ones.
I think at the end of the day, though, it may have been more of the cocaine use. That,
Right. He was using everything.
yeah.
Oxys and Vicodin. And
Yeah.
all type of recreational stuff.
More is better.
Yeah, if you want to croak, yo.
If 100 mgs of Tren a day is good, 200 is better.
Yeah, better at ending your life.
Holy shit.
Is 200 a day a lot of Tren A?
Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah. The most I ever did was like 600 a month.
A month?
Yeah.
Oh, a month.
So
No.
like 150 a week.
150 a week?
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
Well,
Of Tren A or E?
no, E.
E? Yeah.
A, I think I did before I did some shows. And that was just like 4 to 6 weeks. Well, of 100, maybe 100 a day. Yeah. Of Ace.
Yeah. We had Mr. Universe on here,
Yeah.
1990.
Yeah,
Mr. Universe.
something like that. Yeah.
Troy Zucolato.
Oh, yeah?
You know him?
No, I don't think I've seen that podcast. I watched like 4 or 5 you guys' latest podcast. I didn't see him.
Yeah, he's back. He's down the
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
aisle.
Uh-huh.
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he won Mr. universe in 1990.
Oh,
And then
wow.
he moved over to Vince McMahon, started a bodybuilding
Right.
show.
I remember that.
Yeah, he moved over to that.
Oh, okay.
He made some good money over there, and then the show ended. The Vince McMahon thing didn't work,
Uh-huh.
and then he just went into business. He quit bodybuilding, and he does really well for himself now.
Good.
Really, really well
Smart.
for himself. Yeah,
Yeah. That's awesome.
yeah. I see him at the gym every morning. He's still in there, just doing his thing. He doesn't fuck with anything anymore.
Uh-huh.
I mean, who knows what? I think maybe didn't he say a little?
I think he said a little. Well, we don't need to talk about it. I'm not sure.
I don't want to put his business out if I don't know it correctly.
That's what I'm
Right.
saying. You know what I mean? Don't want to knock on the fucking door.
Yeah.
Open up.
Yeah.
It's Troy.
I think he owns guns and shit.
Yeah,
now.
we got a problem. We got a fucking problem. You fucked up. Damn. When'd you start? Like working out, like just getting crazy.
You're my age. Well, I'm a year older than you.
Oh, you 49?
49.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I started I started young, like at 10, messing around. But I started really, it was my 9th grade of high school. I was 90 pounds. So the coaches was like, you could be on the team, but you got to ride the bench till you gain some weight. So I became obsessed with gaining weight after that. And it's funny, I didn't realize it until maybe a few weeks ago. Like, I think somebody asked me, like, what made you want to, get big? And so I had to analyze it. I was like, them damn coaches did that. They told me I was too small, rode the bench, and I just was like devastated. Like, they think I'm just a pussy. So after the football season, I went crazy. I was reading the magazines. I read Arnold. Oh, he said he ate 6,000 calories is what I'm going to do then. So I started force feeding myself because to this day, I don't like food.
Yeah.
So I was force feeding myself, like gagging. And in 90 days, I gained 40 pounds. And I came back the next football season just like a crack addict, a meth addict, hitting people, head up. I was 140. Guys was 220, 230, fullbacks. I was laying hat on them. They put me on varsity, starting at corner.
Nice.
This was I didn't play Pop Warner, no other sports before this. They put me on varsity, and I got into it with one of the coaches. He didn't like. I was cocky now because I was laying everybody out. I was knocking people out at practice. It's like as I'm thinking about it, sound like a movie, which is going to be, by the way. So I got in an argument with the coach, one of the coaches, and I was like, put me on junior varsity then. I don't even want to be over here with this coach. So I ended up playing running back, safety. I never came off the field. So I got MVP and all that, but I started having migraines.
Huh.
And I don't know why. I remember the first one I had. I went home. I was rolling on the ground. My mother was like, she a nurse, by the way, too. What's wrong with you? Ain't nothing wrong with you. She just thinking I'm messing around, but I was having a migraine. And after about an hour, I started vomiting. And I don't remember if she took me to the hospital or not. But just started having them regularly at that point. And I would always get them because I was a workout fanatic. At lunchtime of school, I would go in the weight room and work out. Then after, I would eat. And so at least 2-3 times out of a week, I would get this massive migraine. I'm talking, I had it to the point where after I work out, I look, my vision would get blurry. And I'm like, oh, man, here we go. My mouth would get numb. My left side of my body would go numb. It was all like a process. And my head would just start like pounding, excruciating. My vision be going. I couldn't talk. I'd be like, I'm having a stroke. And I would be in class while most of the time I'd be in my 5th period class after lunch going through this. And I just put my head down and for an hour go through this thing, and then afterwards I had to vomit. And that's what I start coming back to normal. So I went through this, man, from the age of 15, 16 to 31.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so a lot of people don't know this about me. And so, yeah, so that was, and so it had got to the point where I was like, if I die working out, that's what it's going to be. Like, I was just psychotic about working out, being the best. I'm like, this just what it's going to have to be. And so, and at the same time of me I played football, wrestling, and track. I was working at the gym as well during all of this. So after practice, I would go to the first 24-hour fitness ever. It was called 24-Hour Knotless.
Oh,
wow. In San Leandro, California. First one ever.
Yeah.
And so I worked there from the age of 15 to 18 till I went to college. So, but in the midst of this, my senior year, I had an older brother, 4 years older than me. He was my life. He was like my God. He was a genius, dressed, impeccable, just a perfect human to me. And, he was going to Cal Poly, San Luis Obispo on
That's
a
a good
full,
school.
yeah, excellent. He had a full academic scholarship, and I didn't know him like I thought I did. So my senior year, he killed himself. Well, so that everybody say, and I didn't see it at the time, but they like, that's when I changed. And, like I told you, I was youth pastor.
Yeah.
I had my own Sunday at church, and I was just new to the Bible, back and forth, just was an avid, preacher and follower and servant of God. And so when that happened, I went dark. I'm like, how can I blame God? How can God let this happen? And what happened also, when that happened, my mother lied. She like put it 50-50. Nah, I don't think he killed himself. Somebody could have did that. So I'm thinking somebody could have killed my brother, but deep in my spirit and soul, I knew he killed himself, but I was holding on to this thought that he couldn't have did that. You know what I mean? Somebody could have did it. But she lied. She come to find out 35, 36 years later, she told the truth. He called it, told her he was going to do it.
Oh, damn.
And so that would have set better with me if she just would have said, you know what I mean? I'd be like, oh, that pussy killed himself. Fuck him. Because that's what he said to us, But so I went dark. I had a full football scholarship to Fresno. So went to Fresno, just different, though. I was just workout fanatic. Oh, I'm about to kill everybody on the field. And, I didn't talk. Like, I was just dark, man.
How old was your brother?
He was 21 when that happened. I was 18. Well, so that ruined my life, essentially, just to be honest. So after that, went to Fresno State, went with a mission to go pro to the NFL, and so got caught up in those politics of football, and it put a sour taste in my mouth. Like, what? Like, me and Michael Pittman, we was there, we was the same age, everything. I'm like, he don't have to come to practice, but I got to come and have fucking migraines every day. Like, they top pick guys didn't have to come if they didn't want to practice. And I got angry about that, man, because I was a workhorse. They was testing me for steroids because I worked out before practice. I used to be the only one in the weight room because California dudes didn't like working out. And I'm from, Oakland, the Bay Area, and I came with this just work ethic. And so I got a sour taste in my mouth. So anyway, what happened was, this is where it went bad. I had bought a gun because my roommate had gotten a fight, and I ended up knocking the guy out. But I didn't know the guy was a Crip from Fresno. And so he was telling everybody, I never heard this slogan before. He was like, tell the buff dude from Oakland to cancel Christmas. So that was going around the Fresno State college campus. So every time somebody see me, Carl Ray said, you better cancel Christmas. So I'm scared to death. So I asked around, where can I get a gun? They're like, oh, go to room 217. Man, I go to this room. It looked like the gun store. They had boxes of guns just stacked up. I'm like, what's going on in college, right? And so I'm like, I got 150. What can I get? They like, oh, go and grab this 380. There goes some bullets. And that gun, I got possessed. I thought I was Satan himself.
Shit.
Yeah, when I got that gun. And so I was still doing good. I bought a car. This was the downfall. This when it happened. So I went home to Oakland, celebrated my brother's birthday, and as I'm driving back, the car break down. And so I called my mom. She have it towed back to Fresno with her AAA. And so I had a car sent to the shop, and they were like, oh, it's going to cost $500 to put a new engine in. I'm like, dang, $500? That's all I got in my bank account. I'm like, call my mom up. Mom, let me get an extra $500. She like, I ain't got it. I'm like, dang. So I go to Coach Sweeney at the time, the football coach. I'm like, can I get an advance on my scholarship? I'm in a little financial bind right now. And he looked me into my eyes. He across from me just like this in the office. He said, son, a man got to do what a man got to do to survive in this world. I ain't going to be able to give you an advance on your scholarship.
Shit.
I just went. My mind just flipped. And I'm like, oh, I remember watching on the news. Because back when we grew up on the news, it showed the full crime of people robbing people and stuff like that. So I used to analyze the news. I don't know why. Every night as a kid, I watched the 10 o'clock news. And I'd be critiquing people's crimes. Oh, and I was a good kid, but I don't know why I was doing this. Like, oh, what? He should have wore a mask. And I'm critiquing crimes, right, as a kid. So when that situation popped up, I'm like, oh, I just go rob somebody.
And you got a gun?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'm just go rob somebody. So I found out my fraternity brothers at the time were robbing everything in Fresno.
Oh, shit.
And I didn't know. And so I got wind of that, and I went and asked them, what's up, y'all robbing stuff? Like, yeah, you want to go? I was like, yeah, I need some money right now.
Yeah.
So the night I was planning to go with them, they called me like, nah, something happened, we not doing it. But I'm already amped up.
Yeah.
So as I'm walking out the house, my roommate, he a God-fearing man to this day, lovely guy. God sent him. As I'm walking out the house, he walking in. I got goosebumps now talking about it. He grabbed me on the shoulders, looked me in the eye. What you doing? And I'm like, oh, don't worry about it. I'll be back. He said, nah, go in the house. I'm like, nah, I got to do something. He like, I'm going to say it again. Go in the house, bro. Whatever you doing, don't do it. And I'm like, I'm out of here. So I went, I'm driving around. It's midnight in Fresno. And some guy come back in, good guy come. What you doing? You stupid. Go home. So as I'm driving home, I look to the left, a guy at an ATM. And I'm like, why, man? Why? I'm talking to myself. And I bust a U and go take the guy money. And as I'm leaving, the guy knew it was the car that I was in. He got the license plate. And man, it wasn't it wasn't 15 minutes. When I got home, the whole Fresno police was at my house, banging on the door, boom, boom, boom. And I'm so demonic at the time. I'm like, oh, they ain't got a search warrant. I went to sleep while the police was banging on the door. And as I'm talking to you guys right now, I'm thinking, I was anti-alcohol, this is all sober. This is just straight devil working through me. You know what I mean?
Oh, fuck yeah, I know what you mean.
Well, and I got goosebumps. Crazy. And so what happened was I stayed in the house. I went on the run and went back to Oakland, went to my mom's house, lied to them. Well, didn't lie. This is the first time I ever talked to my mom. And I was like, they said I robbed somebody. They saying I robbed somebody. And she's like, if you did it, you could go on the run all your life if you want to, but you might as well deal with it if you think, you didn't do it. If you acting like you didn't do it, whatever. And I'm like, forget it. So they drove me back to Fresno, and I was fighting that case, man, armed robbery. And it's crazy because I end up going to trial because they offered me a deal for probation, and I took it. I signed it. My mother came to Fresno. My fraternity brothers was there. So I signed a 2-year probation deal. And as I signed it, this young black DA chick, she looked around in the audience. She was like, nah, Your Honor, I think I made a mistake. I'm talking about it's signed, a 2-year probation deal. Because I sat in county jail for about 7 months at this time.
Yeah.
Because I was institutional. Like, I could have got out of jail as soon as I went. But I got so institutionalized because my life had been so structured. Football, wrestling, track, work, I was a machine. So when I got in jail, I was already buff. At 19, people thought I was a god or something, and I was a celebrity because I was on the news and all that. So that power I was like, oh, this is where I belong. And I just stayed in there, and so the DA was like, nah, I made a mistake. I need to go talk to my supervisor. So I'm like, oh, it's about to go bad now. So she came back. And she was like, yeah, I made a mistake. I meant 5 years CYA, California Youth Authority. And I'm like, nah, I'll never get out of there because I'm going there. They say you go fight a lot and, lose a lot of time. So I'm like, nah, let's go to trial. And so I went, lost in trial, ended up getting 7 years. So I'm like, 7 years? Oh, that's nothing. I've already been in county jail 9 months. I only had to do 2 years, and this is 1994. What I didn't know is the same month that I got convicted, they switched it to 85%. From 50% of your time, you had to start doing 85. So I'm still cool with it. I only got 2 years left. I can do that walking on my head. I was in there, the shot caller had all this power, and I was just having fun. And so when
you say you're having fun, it's not normal fun. You know what I'm trying to say? It's not normal fun, bro. It's not normal to want to go rob someone.
Oh, right.
It's not normal to say I'm okay in jail. These are just, it's odd.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was going through your head? You know what I'm saying?
For me, it was the structure.
Yeah.
Like I say, I was so much of a structured guy and
just fit.
Yeah, but I loved camaraderie, I guess.
Yeah.
Because football, wrestling, track, I'm the captain of that. Go to college, pledge in fraternity, structure.
Yeah.
Go to prison, is structure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was just, and for me, I was always the shot caller.
Yeah.
Whatever I did.
Yeah.
But I don't know, God just gave me this thing where I didn't talk much, but when I did, it was, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It had a significance to it when I did talk. And that came from my mother as a kid, because I was like just a outgoing kid, extroverted. I was getting suspended and that, just a lot of chaos stuff. And so she finally said something to me when I was a kid. She looked me in my eye and said, if you shut your mouth, you won't get in so much trouble. Boom. I became introverted. And then I started reading books. Oh, the most powerful talk the less. And so I was like, ooh, I like this. So I just dived into that introvertness.
Where's your dad in all this?
So I had a stepfather. He was with my mother since I was 2. But my real dad, you guys know the Jim Jones story? Jonestown?
Yeah.
The Kool-Aid?
Yeah.
He was a survivor.
Really?
Yeah.
In Jonestown?
Yeah.
With the mass suicide?
Uh-huh.
Really?
He was a survivor. So he was, I don't want to say in and out of my life. I knew him.
Oh, that was one of the first big cults. That's when it that's when we first got a first taste of the cults, was Jonestown.
That's why everybody be like, don't drink the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, don't drink the Kool-Aid.
It came from Jim Jones.
Oh.
Yeah.
But then Ice Cube says, drink the Kool-Aid.
You see?
You drink it if you want.
Time's changing.
Yeah, so he was one of the survivors, but my stepfather was there 100%.
Stepfather wasn't an alcoholic or drug addict, because your mom's an educated woman.
Well, yeah, she was a nurse, but he had his own businesses. My stepfather, he had his own auto body business, and he was retired from Gerber, the food company.
Yeah, the baby food company or whatever.
So he was wealthy. We had all his nice cars, Cadillac, Mercedes, nice house. So, everybody knew that I was like the kid in the neighborhood where you knew he was going to be in the NFL or something special. I just, the devil was able, I always say the devil, but it's not the devil. It's that bad side of us. We had a good and bad side.
You said it, bro. You said it. Your brother, the death through you.
Yeah.
That's a big fucking deal.
Yeah, without a doubt.
That's
why to this day, man, people that commit suicide are just so selfish to me. And there's been a lot of it going on. But yeah, it's just, I hate to say it, but I hate those people. Because what it do to your family and friends and things of that nature, it's very selfish.
Yeah.
So I end up going to prison, doing 7 straight years. I went to Delano, Wasco, Tehachapi, San Quentin, which was too much fun. So I ended up losing all my time at San Quentin. Because I was supposed to get out 5 years, about 10 months. And so this would happen. So going back to the time. So I'm thinking all this time I'm only going to do 2 years. So when I get to when I get to Wasco, they tell you how much time you have. They say, Mr. Kirkendall, you won't get out till so I caught my case in 94. I'm thinking I get out in 1997 at the latest. They're like, looks like you won't be getting out to 2001. Right? I laughed at them like, y'all don't have the right paperwork or something. I'm supposed to be getting out in, 2 years. Damn. And they like, nah, you got 85%. So I just went and started going in the law library and trying to fight it, appeal it, and all this and that. And by the time I get the appeal back, I'm already in jail about 3-4 years. And so my life in prison for me, before I got to prison, I started studying Islam because I'm like, Christianity let me down, so let me find another religion. And so I seen the Muslims, and it was all racist, our Islam. I'm like, let me check into this. So I'm like, I like the camaraderie. They disciplined, real structured. Okay, I'm going to go into this. So I became this big Amir, learned Arabic, knew the Quran, Hadiths back and forth. And so I was a shot caller for the Muslims. And so time going by good, working out, got big, crazy big, just had a good program. So what happened was I transferred. I wanted to get closer to home. So I went to San Quentin. And that was my big mistake. Got there, it was like, it was just, I'm trying to think, it was just like the hood.
Where were you before again? Like who goes, who?
So yeah, that's what you want to do.
Who suggests going to, who asked to go there? Nobody.
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to get closer to home. Because I figured I would break my time up.
Yeah.
So
is San Quentin the island?
Yeah.
But it's no longer active?
Oh, that's Alcatraz.
Oh, that's Alcatraz. Okay.
That's Alcatraz. But San Quentin is on the water as well.
It is.
Yeah.
And so
but it's got a name for itself. Like even for me being from Canada, you hear San Quentin. The other jail he mentioned, I've never heard of it before. But San Quentin's in the top 10.
Delano, or where's Delano?
close by here. So Tehachapi, Wasco, Delano is right like say you're going 5 north. All of those prisons are right there.
Okay.
By Bakersfield and
I've heard of all of those.
Yeah.
I mean, I've worked in this industry so long that, you know, I used to actually work with a SASCA program. And we would get all of the people out of that did a substance abuse program while they were in prison, and then the state would pay for them to stay in treatment for like 90 days to 6 months.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So I went to San Quentin. It was like a big movie, man.
Yeah.
Just every day something going on, chaos.
Can't imagine.
And so what happened, I had a turn in my life again happen there. I was running the Muslims there, and I just saw they was using drugs, and they wasn't what I expected. So it was a gang from the Bay Area called 415 Kumi. And I'm like, man, all my friends are that I grew up with that was there. And they, you know, they not preaching religion or nothing like that. It's just we had first gang to have all races. Like our riots that we had was because the Nazis or the lowriders wanted to get the white boy that was in our gang. So that was what our riots was behind. We had all nationalities. And so I looked at them. I'm like, you know, they've been trying to get me to be a part of it. And the correctional officers there already thought I was one of them, but I wasn't. So I'm like, if they already think I'm this, I might as well be this. And so I went in with a high-ranking position on that, and I let go of the religion stuff. So once I became a ranking officer in 415, that's when all hell broke loose. It was just, you know, all of them sneaking, using drugs, which was not prohibited. They didn't like working out. So that was another big issue. So it was just a whole lot of chaos. And for prison, it's sad to say you want that chaos because it makes time go by fast. So I'm just indulged in this. I became the shot caller in like 6 months of this because of all the knowledge I had, the respect I had. Not to mention being buff in prison, you already put on a pedestal.
Right.
And until, you know, unless you get beat up or or your heart are hurt, everybody gonna have that respect for you just because you buff. And so, you know, it was something. So the rest of my years, I was a shot caller. I went from San Quentin. We got in a riot. So they shipped me out to Solano, which was way more easygoing than San Quentin. So that's where I ultimately paroled out of in 2001. So when I paroled from there, got to the streets. Before I paroled, I said I was a buff. I said I'm going to be a stripper and a personal trainer when I get out.
Isn't that what we all wanted to be?
You were a personal trainer and a stripper, weren't you?
I wasn't a stripper.
You could have been, though.
Huh?
You had the bod.
I don't know.
You had the bod.
So, yeah, I get out 2001.
You were Chippendales? Or?
Yeah. Huh? So, first day out, I got at the Yellow Pages.
Yeah.
Looked for the strip companies. Found this one called Men of Exotica. Called them up. They said, send us some pictures. I went to the mall, took some pictures, sent them to them. They said, oh, we got a show this weekend.
Shit.
This first week out.
Yeah.
They said, we got a show this weekend with John B. It's going to be 10,000 women there.
Fuck.
I said, I'm with it. I didn't know how to dance. I wasn't a dancer, nothing. So
just gotta swing.
Yeah, as I got that done,
Shane got excited.
Yeah, you're fucking right. So I'm getting excited. Here we go, baby. Here we go.
So as I got that done, I also filled out an application at 24 Hour Fitness.
Yeah,
got hired. All this first week out.
So convicted felon, you're getting hired here.
Yeah,
perfect. Good for you.
Because I worked there before I went to prison, so they, same people was there remembered me. So so I did that first show that Friday. All them women.
How much you make?
I made about $1,000. Damn. Yeah,
that's some good stuff.
Oh heck yeah! So it was, the money didn't even mean nothing. It was the feeling. Yeah. All these women screaming, yanking on you, throwing their number, and I'm like, oh, this is crazy. Yeah. So I was hooked.
And 90% of those women were married.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. So I was hooked. So I was personal training, stripping, making excellent money. So a car situation happened again. So I had a 5.0 Mustang. I mean, I was just on top of the world, man. Doing good. Looking to get off parole because, I got out on parole. Yeah. Doing well, man. So what happened, I got a 5.0. I was going to a strip show in San Jose, got in a car accident. My fault. Looked down at my radio, looked back up, smacked into a guy. So I had the car getting fixed. But in the meantime, I was spending money more than I should have been. So I had a rental car, and I was spending probably almost $100 a day on the rental car. So I didn't know that the personal training game took a dip at a certain time. So it was like the month of December, I want to say, where it take a dip, where people, saving up for the holidays, whatever. So my money started dwindling. So I knew my little brother was selling drugs. So I was like, man, my money dwindling. I told him, give me and I never sold dope in my life. Except in San Quentin, if somebody come with a crack rock or something like that, I get it because I worked in reception where the guys come in. I would get it and sell it for some food or whatever. That was the extent of me ever selling drugs. Oh, and some weed in college before, nothing major. So I told him, give me a half a kilo, right? So my little brother got me a half a kilo. So now I'm in the neighborhood where everybody already scared of me because you know how they tell those stories about, oh man, he shot people, he was in prison stabbing people. So everybody was already scared and leery of me in my neighborhood that I grew up in. So all of a sudden one day I pop out there. Standing chest up, buff. They like, oh God, is he about to come try to take over or what? So I was, I got in good with all the guys in my neighborhood that I grew up with. They've been knowing me all my life, but was still leery of me. So I started selling coke. And so it was going okay, nothing great. It was more of a headache to me. And so all of a sudden, man, I think I had a tracking device in me. I think in jail when they do the tuberculosis shot or something, they put a chip in you. Yeah, it's crazy. I wasn't out there a few months, man. Police already knew. We was having foot chases, and long story short, I didn't last I want to say 90 days. Well, I was only out 10 months. Caught a case, went back to jail. After doing 7 years, I was out for about 10 months. Went back, had to fight a drug case. No drugs found on me. This is the first time they ever start charging people with this that they charged me. They said I was a third player. They said I told somebody to sell somebody else dope. They said I was out there and I just did like that, a nod. And so I had to fight that case. I had to end up taking 5-year probation and a year violation on parole. So I went back to prison. Everybody, you back? I'm like, I'm back, baby. A shot caller here. Happy. Recidivist. I was happy to be back in jail. And went back for a year, acting crazy, wild. Now this time I get out with a connect. Get out with the Mexican cartel connect. Got out, you could get as many kilos you need. And oh man, I just went crazy. So this time I said, okay, I'm not gonna sell drugs in my old neighborhood. I'm gonna go to a different city. So I went to San Francisco. And out there, my gang is like prominent. So I'll never forget, man. And all this time, I didn't believe in doing drugs, alcohol, nothing. I'm just off pure testosterone. I wasn't into bodybuilding. I didn't know about roids at this point, nothing. I was just off
crazy
grit. Yeah.
You're just pure crazy. Let's call it what it is.
Well,
right? You got a natural a natural physique too, a natural just you know.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So it's funny when I go to San Francisco, they think I'm the police because I was all buff and they not used to seeing that.
Sometimes they are, man. I've seen some cops that look just like you, just like in their shirts all yoked,
without a doubt. That's how mostly all of them were when I grew up.
Yeah, roided out.
Yeah. And so, once they found out I was a shot caller or whatever, this gang, like they welcomed me with open arms. And I never forget, man, one of my gang members, affiliates, he was like, Kali, don't come out here, man. Look at you. You buff. You looking good, man. This go turn you into a real demon. And I'm like, man, I'm just coming out here and I'm going to distribute the drugs to y'all and y'all sell them. That's all. Bro, it wasn't my first week. I was out there a terrorizer. Because these guys I'm giving the drugs to are dope heads. Yeah. They dope fiends.
You got to beat them down for the money.
Exactly. And that's what happened. Yeah. And it just got.
Chase.
Yeah. It got
That's addictive in itself.
Bro. Fuck. So I got addicted to that.
Just hounding these guys down for the 100.
How you know?
Well,
Damn. That's crazy. How you know that?
Shane used to get hounded down for that.
This guy,
fuck. That's funny.
Like
that's
my
some good
long-lost
stuff.
twin over here.
Good stuff, right? Shit.
That's a good one. Though, right?
That was a good one. That was a good one. Yeah. He's got a good sense of humor sometimes.
Sometimes.
It just comes out of nowhere, too. Just bam.
Yeah.
I think I found a new best friend.
Yeah, I'm all yours.
I mean, look at that guy. Look at his hands.
I'm all yours.
Oh, yeah. He's a pounder, huh?
Yeah.
The pounder.
He come from Canada. They play hockey. They might,
rugby and shit.
Some of them might be nice, but I think the hockey players, they can actually.
It seems like he really had to work at his life to fuck it up.
Yeah.
Like he was a naturally born, gifted, talented person.
It's funny you say that. My
stepfather, he had to work hard to fuck his life up.
Yeah.
And he still didn't.
Yeah.
He still got time, though.
Yeah. So my stepfather, how he changed my life and gave me a different perspective. He said this one time. You know what? He looked me in my eye. You your own worst enemy.
Yeah. This is
that's when I really analyzed life.
Yeah.
But at that point, I had already did about 10 years of prison when he told me that. But yeah, so it became that cycle. I went back to prison 3 times. 2 more drug-related cases. My last case was a high-speed chase. And after that, I was like, this is 2007 by now. And I'm like, I always knew I was always on the search for something better. And I tried everything, pimping, did the stripping thing for 10 years.
10 years.
The stripping thing, well, it's hard to leave that stuff.
Well,
did you do it?
No, but, well,
did you?
It's good times.
Huh?
It's good times.
You just don't want your mom to know?
Well, hey, Mom. Huh? I'm happily married today, and I love my wife very, very much. But, yeah, those, when you're younger.
What does that have to do with?
I'm teasing. When you're younger, you do stuff. So I danced a little bit, yeah.
You danced?
Sure.
Oh, look at it.
I didn't dance. I just swung.
Would you get fully nude?
Couldn't dance. In Canada, you do whatever you want. Yeah.
They just swung.
Yeah.
He thinks he's hung like a horse.
Look like you mixed. Biracial.
Biracial is right.
Look. Look.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
His number is. Just kidding. 949. What is it? 867-5309. 867-5309. You can call Shane for a good time.
They gonna be calling that
Oh, yeah,
number
for
too.
sure.
Yeah. So yeah. So I got out 2007, and I was still stripping. And I met a lady, and I always wanted to move from Oakland because I already had this stigma. The police knew me. Everybody out there knew I was in this gang. So I always knew I had to find something, to just progress. So I was going to a gym. Rest in peace, Diego. He just passed this year. So I was going to this gym, and the owner was like, man, you should try this bodybuilding. You know what I mean? You got a good physique on you, and I'll steer you in the right direction. And so I'm like, maybe I should try it. So at the time, I didn't straighten up at this time, by the way. I was shipping pills to, not Arizona, Denver. I was shipping ecstasy pills to Denver, making more money I ever made in my life. And I was still stripping. So I was doing this, stacking my money. First time I ever started seeing real money. So I was paranoid. So I didn't go out the house. I would go ship pills and go to the gym and back home. That's all I was doing for like almost 2 years. So I decided to compete in a bodybuilding show, Contra Costa, and I won it. So this was a turning point in my life. I'm like, I might got something here. Right after the Contra Costa, I did Orange County Classic, won that. I'm like, I need to move to L.A. That's where all the big-time bodybuilders are and stuff. And so the lady I was with at the time, she wanted to go as well because she'd been back and forth from L.A. So I'm like, let's move. So we moved out to L.A. in 2010. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to manage her, and I'm going to become a pro bodybuilder. So her career was, we got a publicist, all this, and our money was dwindling fast. We came out with about $50,000, but it was practically gone in like 2 months. So I'm like, dang, I got to get off my butt and start working. So I started training people, became a barber, and I was doing background work and acting. Never wanted to act in my life. It was God. One day I looked at the TV and I seen Terry Crews. I'm like, he the only buff black dude out there, and he's square. I'm like, they need a real buff cat, right? So I Googled how to be an actor. The next day I went to Central Casting, signed up. I was acting in the week.
Nice.
And my first big job was I auditioned for Matthew McConaughey, and on a music video, Jamie Johnson music video, country song, by the way. And I was the lead actor in that. And that was my first gig in acting. And that put me on the map, actually. And started doing national commercials and, the Geico commercial, working with Michael Hearn and all these big people I saw before. And at the same time, I did the documentary about my life, which I was scared to death to do because I didn't want Hollywood to get scared. Because at this time, I'm talking about every week, TV show, movie, commercial. I was cranking. So I got slow in acting, and this young guy asked me if I wanted to do a documentary about my life. And I seen he had just did C.T. Fletcher's documentary. And I'm like, I prayed on it, man, because I didn't want to mess up a good thing I had going in Hollywood. And I'm like, let's do it. We did it, man. That thing, in 2 days, it was like at 3 million views. And YouTube put it on the front page.
Oh.
So it just blew up. To this day, it's at about 44 million views. And so as that was blowing up, I'm like, God just put in me, you got to stay on it. You got to keep posting videos. And so me and him just kept posting videos on YouTube because I was a pessimist with YouTube because I was only making $50, $100 a month from the channel I had. So when he did that, I didn't know it was an actual business. I thought it was just messing around. I posted a workout video for fun or whatever. And I saw it was a real business. I was like, I better get on this. And so we just kept posting videos weekly. And so that was my claim to fame. You know, YouTube basically made me who I am. And that's what I try to tell people to this day. It's the platforms that distribute your video. Like you get, how they call it now, get in the algorithm or whatever. Yeah. You know, it's just, it's like the lottery, you know, and they liked that video and they pushed it. So I just stayed on top of it. And that comes from me being a hustler that I am, opportunist. Like, I'm like, oh, this is an opportunity. Let me go with it. You know, I tried everything else. Yeah. Let me try this. And that's, you know, the blessing and the gift God gave me is being an opportunist. Yeah. Like, I'm not scared to try
You're not lazy,
anything.
bro. You're a hard worker.
Yeah.
You get up every day, you do the fucking deal.
Exactly.
And good things happen to those kind of people.
Yeah.
And you push yourself into the bad side of stuff, though.
Oh, without a doubt.
You know?
Yeah.
I can tell. I can tell this gum's really working for you today.
It's fucking crazy.
They like that work.
Can you see it on the camera? Like, dude, his eyes. He's like, whoa! Yeah. He's so focused right now. I've never seen him so focused.
Yeah. It's fucking awesome. It's a great story.
Yeah. Just
thank you.
What is it?
Work gum.
You need to do the fucking goddamn commercial, dude.
Work gum. Try it at 9 a.m. instead of your cup of coffee. Take it throughout the day.
Got a hell of a voice, too.
Stay focused, motherfuckers.
Yeah, you see his hands, you want to listen to him. He got those big clubber hands.
Yeah, crazy so that's fucking story.
That's, you know, a little short story about myself. Synopsis.
No drugs at all involved in your life.
No,
no usage.
No, let me take you back. So as I was selling ecstasy, what happened was I was still anti-drug, but I went back to prison. So in there, everybody was like just bragging or just like inciting how these ecstasy pills would have you talkative, energetic. Yeah. So when I got out the last time I went, I'm like, I'm going to stop selling drugs. I'm going to start trying to pimp, you know, swole pimping, always tripping, dipping in the pocket. Right. So I was like, but I'm still at this point militant, antisocial, kind of quiet, extrovert, on that power trip. So I'm like, in order to talk to these women, I need an enhancement. Yeah. So I'm like, let me try these pills. So I tried a pill, and oh man, I loved it. First time ever trying a drug. And so I went down that rabbit hole of, I considered myself a weekend warrior. Yeah. I would start like Friday until my last pill would be like Sunday. Yeah. And I would be back on my workout stuff Monday through Thursday.
Oh, good for you.
You know, so I had that program going, and just everybody noticed. My mother, like when I would pop a pill, I would get real edgy, kind of, just real edgy, more so violent. And so, I was on this, it was about a year I went on the ecstasy thing. What stopped me from that was I started getting these zingers in my head. Like I could just be sitting there, we could be talking, and zzz, like an electrical current or something. And this was, when I was off.
Yeah.
The days I wasn't taking it. And my libido would get messed up. I would lose like 10 pounds every weekend, try to gain it back. Yeah. And I'm like, this ain't working for me. And I was stripping.
Yeah.
So what happened was the strip game went to another level.
Right.
I had to start having boners the whole hour.
Yeah.
So I would
ecstasy.
I would have to tie it up. So ecstasy wouldn't allow that. So I couldn't drink, couldn't take ecstasy, nothing. And that's another reason I had stopped.
Yeah.
So I went about a year popping Thursday through Sunday. And it just didn't work for my program.
He said a boner.
Yeah,
boner. Boner.
Boner, I heard.
Yeah.
Boner.
What happened? So the ecstasy would give you a boner?
No. It caused me not to have one.
Not to have a boner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never did ecstasy.
It was bad ecstasy then.
I loved it because so.
Sounds like there was a little bit of meth in there.
Oh, yeah. That's without a doubt.
That's what
Probably
ecstasy is.
Is it?
MDMA. What do you think the MA is?
I don't know.
Methamphetamine.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
MDMA.
Wow.
I forget what the MD stands for.
So do I.
Methylhydroxystrobin.
Wow.
Methamphetamine.
Yeah.
The reason why I've done ecstasy before. I actually want to clarify that. The reason why I never got hooked on ecstasy is because I am a intravenous methamphetamine addict.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And ecstasy did nothing for me because my tolerance to was so high.
Oh,
yeah.
Right.
I popped 2 pills and I'd feel like I was coming down off of meth. And people would be like, let's go in the fucking what do you call it? The speaker. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
It's not a good
time. Right? Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was that one pill guy. I was
holding on to the
oh my God, what's happening? It's so loud.
This is so great.
It's so loud.
It feels so good.
You're the lover. I love you.
Yeah. Yeah. Good times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it didn't last long with me, but I continued selling them when I stopped. But I got into bodybuilding, so that was my fix.
Yeah.
And I was just natural for bodybuilding, and that was my love.
You say natural, but
no.
but when you were did you get a pro card?
No, I was just at that point to get a pro card. But so what happened to me was I never seen a steroid, took one, and at the age of 34, when I decided to get into bodybuilding, a friend of mine was like, "Man, if you get on something, you'll kill everybody. You'll make me look bad." He told me because he was competing already, and so he gave me my first shot of I remember Sustanon.
Yeah.
And man, I just turned into a monster within like 60 days maybe. And it just was my love, and I started winning those shows and I got addicted to it. But I always had the fear because I was anti-steroid. Yeah. I used to talk bad about guys. I would look in the magazine, all these roid heads. I was like everybody else because I was naturally big and strong. I was benching 500 natural.
Right.
And so
that's why I didn't ask, because I knew already.
That he outbenched you?
Yeah, I knew. That's why I usually ask, but I said, fuck it this time.
Yeah. So, bodybuilding was my love, and started competing, winning those shows, had my hopes on the pro card. But YouTube hit at the same time. So I'm like, I'd rather focus on this YouTube thing and entertain and have fun and laugh. Because I was the opposite of what people see me on the internet. All my life, I was that introvert, militant, ready to shoot at any time. And once I moved to LA, I'm like, I can live and have fun and be that kid I was again, that extroverted kid I was.
Yeah.
And so, the bodybuilding was going good, but I didn't see no money. I think after my second year, I'm like, this is depleting my money instead of adding to it.
Right.
And it started like, it don't make sense. Here it is, I'm ruining my health with all these drugs, and I'm losing money at the same time. Nah, let me focus on this acting and entertainment. But at the same time, I wanted to get my pro card. So I think I took a year hiatus from competing and just act and YouTube. And I was like, let me try to do one more show. So I did, my last show was a West Coast Classic, 2014, 15, I want to say. I had a short time period of bodybuilding. So I won the overall. So all the coaches contacted me like, let's go pro. Let's go pro. To a Hani Rambud, just everybody. Dave Plum, everybody was contacting me to be my coach. And I was with it. But then they started sending me the protocol, the list. I'm like, oh, no, I'm good. I'm done bodybuilding. I'm like, these guys taking all insulin, IGL. I'm cool. I was always scared of having a health problem.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm just go focus on entertainment.
You'd be dead otherwise.
Oh, hell yeah.
You'd be dead for sure, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane the stuff that they take these days.
Well,
I hear some of the guys even go over to the Middle East and they get the
intravenous?
No, the sheet, the tissue that wraps around your muscle. They get it cut open.
Wow.
So that your muscle can expand even more. Because now normally we have, there's a I don't know, I forget the word of it, but it wraps around our muscle, right?
Tendon or whatever.
No, it's not. It's just like a sheet that goes
over
fascia, and it only allow your muscle to expand to a certain amount. So if you don't naturally have one that can expand, like you can tell his arms can grow to what's the biggest?
24.
24s.
Before.
That's most people's legs.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
That's a normal. That's bigger than a normal person's legs. Like normal people, like big legs, 28 inches, your legs are starting to be pretty big, like pretty big. 32, you're huge.
Yeah.
Like ridiculously big. But like an 18-inch arm is a big arm. 24 inches?
Huge.
It's insanity.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. And so that's why I was like, nah, I'm good. And just kept with the YouTube and acting somewhat, and wrote the book, the autobiography I was telling you about, and started the supplement company. And so I just put all my focus in that and stayed looking good, stayed on a small cycle of maybe I was doing about 800 mgs a month of tests. And so that was keeping me swolled up 230, 240. To keep the YouTube, keep the image going. But I always was like, man, I want to trim down. I always wanted to trim down to what I am now. But it just, the pressures, I was talking about Rich Piana earlier. It's just that pressure of keeping that image going, your supplement company and all this. And luckily for me, I always transitioned in weight. You can see my YouTube videos, like people, they would talk about it when it happened, but I would always get off cycle like 4 months.
Yeah.
And I would get down to about 215, 220 from 250, 240. And, the viewers always would comment on it. He must be off cycle or whatever, but I was still big.
Yeah.
And so I didn't let that get to me. And so, I was used to my weight fluctuating, and I didn't care because I was trying to stay healthy.
Right.
And, yeah, man, come 2016, I moved to Vegas because I was like, my money dwindling, getting low. I was in a divorce. So I was like, let me go to Vegas. My business partner went to my supplement company in Vegas. So I'm like, I go out there, be close with him. And in the meantime, I found a my wife that I'm with now. So I was still on the YouTube thing, getting my money back up. And I'm like, the ultimate goal is to move back to LA. I hated Vegas. That's just, I don't know. That's where people go to die. Yeah. Literally. Well, yeah.
Or strip.
Yeah.
It's like that's just where you go when your money low and you trying to, Yeah.
I never did that. I never went to Vegas when my money was low.
No.
Well, I should have. I could have been a stripper.
Yeah,
damn it.
Yeah, you could have been. You still had hype. Yeah, you could have been.
So it's funny. I never.
Thanks, Shane.
It's wild.
Very, very.
Yeah, you're welcome, buddy.
I never even considered stripping in Vegas because I guess I didn't see my type out there. It was more pretty boyish. You know what I mean?
Right? Yeah.
So I never even considered that when I went to Vegas. When I went to Vegas, all I did was.
I feel like they do now.
Yeah. Now they do. I've been seeing some different. Yeah. They're more accepting to anything now. Yeah.
Exotic.
Yeah. Because back then it was just like
Chippendales, yeah. They have, they have like Magic Mikes. They have Thunder from Down Under.
Oh, look at him. He know the industry, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I do.
He got some secrets.
Yeah.
Oh, he fucking A, he does. You see? This is what I'm saying. Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
I see.
He plays coy, right?
Yeah.
He plays coy.
Oh, yeah.
I know. Fucking guy. We don't know what's going on with this guy at home, do we?
Well, we'll open them up together.
We've got to.
Everybody wants to know how I made my money.
Everybody wants to know.
That's crazy. Yeah, so I moved to Vegas. Me and my wife, we decided to have kids. And so we did IVF. And that's when, I got the message from the doctors that blood pressure is off and things of that nature. And out in Vegas, my feet and ankles, I couldn't fit my shoes.
Wow.
Jesus.
So that was an indicator.
These are all signs, man.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, I used to lie to myself.
Fuck.
It's the heat.
Yeah.
It's the air, because the air quality out there is horrendous.
Yeah.
And first place I ever lived, they show you on the news in the morning what the air quality is.
Don't breathe.
Yeah. Then you living in air conditioning on top of that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, that's the reason why my feet and ankles are puffy. And so we had our twins. My money was back right. So I moved back to LA in 2020. Yeah, 2020. Moved back to LA. And when I moved back, I'm like, I can't do all this by myself. Let me call Miles over there and see if he want to move out back, because he moved back to Indiana. And me and him, the closest out of any man I ever been close with. And he did all my top-notch videos and just the best guy I ever worked with. So I like, let me give it a shot, call him, see if he want to move to L.A. So it was just God, man. Called him up, gave him the idea I had of us being, not him just filming. I'm going to give him a percentage of the businesses. And, man, we got cracking. He moved out here, and we made a pact. We go post a video a day on YouTube. On Facebook, we go post up to 4 a day.
Oh.
That shit just went crazy. We was zoning. And I was taking a lot of risks doing stuff that I had never done. Pranks. Going into acting like I'm a...
Pranks might be good, too. We'll talk to you off air about some shit we got going on.
Yeah, we're going to include this guy.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So, yeah, it was...
I'm pranking people.
Yeah.
Are you're not a very fast runner, though, are you?
I turn and fight.
You know those guys. Those two guys. They're so funny, man. These two guys on. I don't know if they were like YouTube. I would always see them on Facebook. They would like go up and prank people. I mean, they'll prank some like gangsters and stuff.
Oh, they still doing it.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're still doing it, but I've seen them get punched in the face before.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, huh?
Yeah, I watched that.
I'm not sure, but like the
Mexican guy.
What's that drink that kind of sounds like sex? It's an energy drink. It's a very popular energy drink. Top 5. It sounds like sex. Just give me the top name. Pull up the top 5 energy drinks. Red Bull, Rockstar, Monster. It's a very just a popular one. They got like hundreds of them. Huh? What does it look like? I don't know. Are you pulling it up on my TV so I can look? Bang.
Oh, Bang.
Bang.
Oh, yeah, they do those.
They would walk up to like just like straight, like a guy like you, just a big old like buff black guy, and they'll walk him up, and they would have like the Bang in like their sweatshirt pocket, and they'd walk up to him and they'd be like, "Hey, you want to bang?"
Yeah, exactly.
and the guys would be these like straight like, but they'd be like, "What? What are you saying?" And he'd be like, "You want to bang?"
Yeah, they get guns pulled on them, everything.
Yeah. Like I've seen him like, and finally like the guys would literally start to throw down on me. He's like, "No, a Bang."
Exactly.
Energy drink.
I was always scared to do those.
Is that the guys?
No,
these guys are hilarious.
The guy watched does. It's that guy, Mexican guy, Michelangelo.
Be like, Mwang.
Yeah, in the hood.
Yeah, I like the most. What's his name that I always talk about? Vitaly? Yeah, Vitaly. He's savage.
That guy's powerful.
Well, he's savage.
Yeah, he's a savage.
He kind of messed up his career though, because he beat a girl up in Florida, in Miami or something.
Oh, is he a YouTuber?
Yeah, Vitaly.
Yeah, power lifter.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't beat up women.
Nah. He was high out his mind.
Oh.
Yeah, on drugs.
See, it's so much better to do all this shit not high.
Right.
Because then you don't do something stupid like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then like the world doesn't care about an excuse. I was high on fucking whatever it was. They're like, that's even worse.
So for me, all of this acting and doing this, I get the same high I got doing ecstasy.
Yeah.
When a camera in my face, I feel like I'm on ecstasy. So a lot of people don't, they call me clown or I was bad for the fitness world or whatever. It's just I didn't have fun. Like you figure 30 years of my life, I was this militant, structured guy. So when I I can make money from having fun and acting crazy on camera, then that was my high.
Yeah.
Till this day, when we do stuff, like I just did an old man skit last week, like that's my high.
Yeah.
I feel like on top of the world, just excited and so not to mention, when I moved back to LA, everything was going good. Like everything was just flourishing, man. The supplement company, the Facebook, the YouTube, just everything was great. And so what happened in November of 2021, I was getting dental work done. Got some dental work done, and what did I have done? I had some. Did I have pulled it or something? I think I had some teeth pulled or something like that. Anyway, they had me on Vicodin, and so he had me on Percocet.
The good stuff.
Yeah, and so like I say, everything was going good, and I had some work done. So the next day after I had the work done, everything was normal. And so I ate something I never ate before. A combo. I had an ice cream sandwich, and I had, I think it's Stan Efferdon vertical diet meal that I was eating with rice and beef. I was eating a lot of beef at the time. And, man, I went to sleep midnight. I mean, I'm dead asleep. I just wake up. Like, damn, I feel like I got heartburn.
Oh, shit.
You know what I mean? So I tell my wife, give me some, anti-heartburn medicine, some Pepto-Bismol or something. So she's scuffling about, and I'm taking these antacids, some Pepto-Bismol, whatever. And I'm like, oh, it got to be the ice cream, the fucking meal I ate. I ain't never had this before. So as she's scuffling about doing that, I'm starting to like sweat. But I see how people die when they have a heart attack. So the couch, I kneel down on the couch, and I'm like, oh, this feel good. It was relieving the pressure from my chest. Well, yeah, I just got on my knees and, like a praying position like this. I'm like, oh, this feel good. But, as it's feeling good, I'm sweating. And all of a sudden, I'm 30, 40 minutes in at this point. And I just started regurgitating, throwing up like the chick on Exorcist, the girl on Exorcist. And my wife like, let's go to the hospital now. So on the way to the hospital, now I remember I was blacking out. I was going in and out because I don't remember until we ended up at the hospital door, and they hooked me up. She told me I was having chest pain, thought it was heartburn. They hooked me up. They like, oh, let's go. And I'm like, what's going on? You having a heart attack? I'm like, bro, y'all try to get some money. I'm conspiracy theories or whatever. Like, y'all just trying to I ain't having no damn heart attack. Bro, I was in surgery in 10 minutes.
Holy fuck.
They said it was 100% cloggage. I'm having a widowmaker heart attack. Put a stent in me, and that changed my life. Same day I was telling you, Sean Roden had the heart attack the same day. He passed. But I could see how I would have died if she wasn't there.
Yeah.
Because I just would have stayed there, felt good. So you just go to sleep and fucking crow, know. And so, yeah, man. So since then, just life.
Now I'm having chest pain.
Oh, God. That's me every day.
Now,
every day to this day.
Do you get really scared now if you have any weird
all day, every day.
Every day.
Fuck.
It's a mental fuck, man.
It's a mental fuck, bro.
Well,
it's crazy.
Well,
oh, don't let Shane.
I can't stand this shit. I feel sick already.
He's a hypochondriac.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
But that's good. He'll stay on it.
Yeah, I'm at the doctor. I do check. I'm all preventative, man.
Yeah,
I'm all preventative now.
It was preventative.
Yeah.
Well,
we'll see, buddy.
I try to tell him too, but he doesn't fucking listen.
Oh yeah, one of them hard heads.
Yeah.
Well, you got to get checked out.
Got to go
get that executive physical.
The executive physical. Colonoscopy. I mean.
So I just learned that term 2 weeks ago because a guy on Shark Tank, Draymond, the black guy.
Yeah.
He said he got an executive physical, found out he had cancer, and caught it ahead of time, and he cancer free now. But I was like, because I got a executive physical, but they didn't call it that. Where every 5 different tests, and that'd give you your bill of health right there.
I'm gonna sign it up. I did it 2 years ago at Hogue. I'm gonna go do it again. You want it?
No.
Yeah,
bro.
Well, you got to do it. Yeah, it's preventative.
Yeah.
What do you mean with me? We're not going to hold hands walking in the fucking door.
Yeah, no,
you're going to go one day, I'll go another.
We're not doing
Unless you want to go for lunch and then go together.
Yeah,
I'm open.
You haven't never did nothing like that?
No.
Yeah, I just went to the doctor.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, but not a regular ass physical.
No,
that
he had
shit ain't nothing.
He had a
Blood pressure.
stuffed up nose. He went to the doctor for some fucking Dristan or something. No, he doesn't like to do stuff like that. He's
you got to check, man.
He's at that
for
age.
Your family.
Yeah, for your family.
Well, got to, because it's scary. Once it happens, it's like you just said, every day you can ask him. I'm like, fuck is that? I'm always feeling.
Well, sometimes you can have like a little
twitch
in your pectoral muscle.
I had it yesterday,
and it's just like and it hurts sometimes. And I'm like, is that my heart? Is that my heart?
Yeah. Well, damn, I don't know. Right now, I just had I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was from me watching your guys' podcast before or a dream, but it was just weird, the thing I just had when you was doing that. But yeah, man, just for your family, man. You got kids?
I have kids. Yeah.
Oh yeah. You got to do it for the kids, man.
Yeah.
Because you figure if any cloggage, they can get rid of that shit.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Get rid of it before it happens. Because you figure with my heart attack, my ejection fraction went down to 20, and it's supposed to be 55 is normal.
Yeah.
So after the heart attack, I got it back up to 40. But they scared me a few months ago, about 2-3 months ago now, where they did one where I was in this big machine, another echocardiogram. They said my shit was down to 15.
What test was that?
Echocardiogram.
Echocardiogram.
Write that down.
I've done that. I've done that. I went in the machine and
that machine sucked.
Yeah.
Because they supposed to do it manually. And so they had me down to 15. I'm like, oh, I'm about to die. So I had did all the tests, executive, physical, wouldn't no doctor read my test. So I admitted myself in the ER. And so they did another echocardiogram. It was up to 40, but they told me 15. So it's just scary, man, especially dealing with these doctors. All they do is pill push. They just want to push pills without looking for a remedy. And so now I'm in the process of finding another doctor out here in Orange County. Because this was I just admitted myself, been about 3-4 months now, where I did all the tests again and found out my ejection fraction was up. And everything was looking okay. So, but it's just scary now, man. Especially if I'd have had the twins, I probably would be like, whatever happened, happened. I don't give a fuck. But I just want to, especially in this crazy world we was talking about earlier, I want to influence them, for about 10, 15 more years at least.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but.
Just got to really look into the schools that you put them in.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, we own it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was just telling him we just put my twins in the school in Lake Forest, and we asked them, are they with this and that and that? Well, we made sure.
Interview them.
Well, but Irvine and where we at out here, most of them ain't with none of that weird stuff.
Yeah. I got my son, two of my kids. My oldest is 22, but two of them are in this really good Christian private school.
Oh, nice.
It's amazing.
Is it a monastery or whatever they call it?
Oh, no, they're like high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Well,
my son's a senior.
Yeah.
My daughter's going to be a sophomore.
Wow. That's nice. Well, yeah, so that's a little story in my life. So now everything going good. I got the supplement company going. We film every day. We were posting every day on YouTube, but it got weird, so I kind of scaled back the posts. Facebook, we post like 3-4 videos a day. Instagram, I'm using more so for advertisement business because they demonetized Instagram. It was monetized for about a year. So yeah, man, we starting a new company, a cookie company called Crackies. Out of every business I ever started, this is flourishing by far the most. People love cookies.
Yeah, they do.
Whose recipe?
I mean, literally, whose recipe?
Whose recipe? His right there.
Wow.
Crackies cookies?
From Indiana.
Uh-huh.
Recipe from Indiana.
What's the secret ingredient?
Oh, we go let y'all taste them. They crazy though, man. The best, and it would just so happen. What happened was social media got weird. Like it just crashed, right? And at the time, he was making cookies, and everybody was like, "Damn, these are good." So we went to a restaurant, this little cafe place, and we got some cookies from them. And we just looked at each other, and we should try to sell some cookies, those cookies you make. And, man, it just snowballed. So now we're in the process of looking for a storefront because we're doing e-commerce the most right now. And, luck for me, being that I built up this huge following of like 17 million plus, now I can just, push stuff
plug
out.
In. Yeah, just plug in whatever you want.
Yeah.
You're a machine right now.
Yeah.
Good for you, bro.
Well, so it's been great. But yeah, man, that's my story right there. Just raising these kids now, and everything now is like, everything I do is in a urgent manner. Because I'm like, I want to have these kids situated in case something happens. So that's why I'm on this health kick now. I'm pushing everybody health kick. Eat healthy, then, you know, if you want to cheat, have a Crackies cookie, you know. But, yeah, I'm straight. I eat once a day now, and just fish, veggies, and fruit. It is crazy because we've been taught it's just the total opposite of the bodybuilding culture. We've been taught to eat 4 to 6 meals a day, and so what changed my mentality was my one of my best friends, Big Boy. You know, one of the biggest guys on the internet and strongest, was eating once a day, and I'm like, how are you sustaining that strength and that size of once a day? And so this was before the heart attack. So when I had the heart attack, I'm like, I became scared of food.
Yeah.
I became scared of everything. So I'm like, I'm going to go on that diet once a day. And, man, I've been holding 195 for the last year and a half. Just once a day. If I eat twice a day, I feel like crap now.
Yeah.
Feel heavy. And so I'm still working out about 3 times a week. Cardio every day, though. I got a treadmill at the house, so I'm making sure, because cardio is what keep that ejection fraction pushing.
Yeah,
that heart pumping.
Do you go uphill?
No, I just keep it normal.
Just flat.
So my theory now is less is better. Don't overthink and overdo everything. You know, that's because I was on that other extreme before.
Right.
And I just analyzed the people that live the longest. Just chill. I'm actually thinking about starting a clothing line. Chill. Just everybody overthinking everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, just relax, bro. Like, uphill to downhill, 1,000 cc's a week. Like, you know.
I like that though. Just chill.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that concept with me for the next bit and just chill a bit.
Yeah.
Well,
so I don't chill very often.
Okay.
Or I'm chill all the time. One of the two.
Right.
What do you think?
And
when I say that, I just mean emotionally.
I'm thinking,
Just emotionally
I'm
chill.
thinking we're high level.
Yeah.
I'm very high level.
Yeah, we're high level.
I'm
so
extreme. I'm extreme.
Yeah.
But you can be extreme and be chill.
Just chill. Yeah, that's what I was.
You can be like way up here
and chill.
Chill.
Yeah.
Right.
Chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't have to make a big. You don't have to make a big deal out of
like
everything.
You're hanging around screaming. You got 150 employees here, bro. You're not walking around like a chicken with your head cut off. No, I see you're pretty chill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So that's everything about me.
It's a crazy story, man.
Yeah.
It's a good story.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in the process of turning it into a movie.
Nice.
I had a few offers, but because like I said, I wrote my autobiography, and it'd been out about 6-7 years. I need to revise it, but yeah, man. So I'm excited. Like every day now I'm high.
The guy we were meeting with when you got here is a movie producer.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Friend of mine.
Got to tie me in.
Yeah. He'll give you his number.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so now it's like, you know, going to sleep to me is a fear. Because you're always like, man, am I going to wake up?
It's either falling asleep or in the shower.
Yeah, that too.
You know, in the shower.
So, and driving for me.
Yeah.
Do the two of you believe in God?
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
that's why I'm still here.
Yeah.
I had 2 friends last week die of heart attacks. Just basic, regular dudes, but eat crappy every day.
Yeah.
Mid-40s. Before then, the year I had my heart attack, like 5 of my friends died.
Yeah.
Everybody dropping in their 40s.
Yeah.
I just feel us that was born in the 70s. You was born in the 70s?
Thank you.
Or you say thank you.
I really like this guy.
Oh, before? He older than us?
I'm 57.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Hey, you looking good.
Yeah, baby. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
You my inspiration.
Thank you.
You know why?
Why? Bow ties?
No, I mean, yeah, probably. I was gonna say Botox. I was gonna say there's no sun in Canada where he's from.
Oh,
all those years with no sun.
Shed. We're in the shed.
Wow. I thought you was younger than us.
No.
That's wild. Yeah, you
That's
took care
happened
of
a few
yourself.
times.
Yeah.
Some guy said, "Is that your dad? Is that your son?"
Yeah.
I was like, "No, motherfucker, he's older than me." If he would not, like if he let his beard grow out the real color, that might change everything.
Whoa, easy, big fella. We have.
Wait. Oh, is that your natural color?
That's my natural. But what's your malfunction here, man? What is going on here? Whoa. Off camera, he's getting an ass kicking. It's this time when I go into Head and Shoulders. Use it once a month.
That's dope.
Deep roots.
Yeah. You could get like a fucking sponsor, man. Beard cream sponsor.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
What do you use?
I forget the name.
Like just for men?
Yeah.
No, you don't. You do not.
I forget the name. I tell you, it comes in a nice black bag.
Black bag?
Silver.
Do you buy it off of Instagram?
Comb, and I comb it in.
I mean, it really looks good and natural.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't overdo it.
No, because I had my beard grown out a bit and I tried to color it.
It didn't come out right.
Fuck. I shaved it that day.
Is that right?
I walked home. I was like, I couldn't even face like my wife and my 15-year-old daughter.
No.
Yeah, because as soon as my daughter, I was like covering my face and I was cracking up when I came home because I was so embarrassed, right? And my 15-year-old daughter's like, "What are you doing?" She comes running in, and I pulled the sweatshirt down from around my face, and she's just like,
"What color did you have?
It was like, I don't know. It just didn't look natural.
Is that right?
Yeah.
It was that.
And
color?
I don't know.
I don't know. I never saw.
Because that looks natural, but I don't know what color would look natural with my.
I got the dark eyebrows.
With
though.
my
I got
skin.
really dark eyebrow.
Oh yeah, same color as your eyebrow.
Yeah.
Well, are mine dark or
no?
No, they kind of
I feel like it was too dark.
Yeah.
Lighter would have been better, like a light brown.
But that suits you.
Like a light. I like the gray.
Yeah.
I really like the gray.
And they say women nowadays love that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well.
None of them have told me except for my wife. She's like, yeah, my wife loves it.
Oh, good.
She's like, and when I shave it off, she's like, I like it better with the beard.
That's how my wife is.
She likes the salt and pepper. Salt and
pepper.
Oh,
that's all that matters.
I was thinking something else.
What were you thinking?
I would never mind. I was thinking she likes the feeling of the beard on her thighs. That's what I was thinking. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I just go crazy right like that. But you know what I mean?
You're out of control, buddy.
It's the fucking.
You know what? Though? With my beard,
it's the gum.
It's the gum.
It's the gum.
That shit gets you too focused.
Right. You gonna blame everything on the gum now.
Right. I will today.
Glad you like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll send you guys a ton of it.
Yeah, and the cookies, bro.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we do like cookies.
Yeah, we like cookies.
Oh, we gonna hook you up.
We'll have to do a cookie challenge though, because my ex-wife works here as well.
Oh, okay.
And she is a cookie. She makes the
connoisseur.
No, she makes the best cookies I've ever had in my life.
Oh yeah.
And she makes the best cookies that my current wife has had as well.
Wow. So here's what we're gonna do.
Well, because I know her recipe.
Yeah.
And so I tried to make her cookies, and I just can't do as good of a job.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I feel an episode coming on. I feel you guys coming back.
Oh yeah,
with the camera, another episode about the cookie bake-off, and we're gonna try. And who knows, his ex-wife's cookies could join your
Let's
menu.
do it. We need to set that up now.
He could. We could start selling his ex-wife's cookies with you guys if they're good. Who knows what happens here?
I mean, they're amazing.
Well,
I haven't tried your guys' cookies. I'm sure they're amazing.
Indiana doesn't lie.
Yeah.
He'll taste them. He'll tell us the truth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We got to do that within the next few days.
Yeah.
We don't procrastinate.
No, we're in.
We're not procrastinators.
No.
You know, I've been wanting to say this for a long time. Procrastination is like masturbation. You only fuck yourself in the end.
That's right.
You hear that?
Yeah,
Shane?
that's true.
Slogan. Wow.
Mark that.
Wow.
I'm going to say it one more time for you. Procrastination is like masturbation. You only fuck yourself in the end.
Nice.
Wow.
It's true.
It's a fact.
Yeah, it's a fact.
Don't procrastinate.
Right. Don't.
Wow.
Don't. Just start. Don't matter.
I don't care if you masturbate. Just don't procrastinate.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just start anyway.
Right. That's
beginning,
cold.
middle, end. Don't matter. Just start something.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that's another gift of mine. I never procrastinated. Like whatever we.
No, as soon as you were low on money, you're like, yeah, let me get a kilo. Little brother.
I know.
I only got like, 500 left in the bank.
Exactly.
I need a kilo, half a kilo.
Yeah.
I just got out of prison. I'm still on parole, but don't matter.
That's fucked up.
Right?
That's fucked up.
Huh?
The whole thinking is fucked up.
It's just how you. It's just.
But
That's how the world was, though. I mean, even
Yeah.
for me, I was an addict, and you weren't an addict, but you were addicted. There was something to the lifestyle. It's like I was there, and as soon as I got out of jail, as soon as I stepped out, like I was right back in. I had to go straight to the dope man. I was a shitty drug dealer because I was an addict, but I never made any money. They always say, I didn't follow the 10 crack commandments by, did you ever listen to that, by the way?
Biggie.
Biggie?
No, I did not.
Yeah, one of the 10 crack commandments is never get high on your own supply. I broke that one every time.
That's most weed use it, or marijuana use it now.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming in. This
was
good
you
shit. We'll talk to you about some stuff off
Yeah,
there.
for sure.
Yeah.
Appreciate it,
Oh,
brother.
yeah. Thank you
thanks,
guys, man. Much love.
Good time, yeah.
Oh, yeah.